Hi Sam. Today, we're learning the word
verhindern,
Hi Alex. That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
verhindern,
means to prevent or to hinder. It's often used when you stop something from happening. The most common meaning is to prevent. But be careful. In English, to hinder can sound similar, but it has a stronger connotation of slowing down rather than stopping completely.
Got it. So, how do we use
verhindern,
in sentences?
Good question.
verhindern,
Is a verb. In the present tense, you would say
ich verhindere. Du verhinderst.
and.
Sie es verhindert.
For example,
Ich verhindere einen Unfall.
means I prevent an accident. In the past tense, you could use
Ich verhinderte.
for,
Präteritum.
like,
Ich verhinderte einen Fehler.
which means I prevented a mistake. For the
Perfekt.
form, you would say
Ich habe verhindert.
as in,
Ich habe einen Diebstahl verhindert.
which means I have prevented a theft. And for the imperative, you can say
Verhindere das.
meaning prevent that.
That's really helpful. I see how it works.
Now, let's talk about the word's history.
Verhindern.
Comes from the old High German word,
Hinder.
which means behind or back. It evolved over time, and its meaning shifted to imply stopping something from happening rather than just being behind it. This evolution is pretty fascinating.
Wow, I didn't know that. It's interesting how words change over time.
Absolutely. Now, let's break down the word.
Verhindern.
It consists of the prefix,
Wer.
the root,
Hindern.
and there's no suffix here. The prefix
Wer.
often indicates a change or transformation, while
Hindern.
comes from the root meaning to hinder or block. So together, it implies actively blocking something from occurring.
That's a clever way to think about it.
Yes, and since
Verhindern.
is not a compound word, we don't have to worry about the head last rule. But if we had a compound, we would follow that rule.
Got it. Are there similar words we can learn?
Definitely. Here are some examples. With the same prefix,
Wer.
we have,
Verstehen.
meaning to understand, and
Vermissen.
meaning to miss. Then we have,
Hinderlich.
which is an adjective meaning hindering or preventive. For similar verbs, think of
verraten,
which means to betray, and
vermeiden,
which means to avoid. Each of these words has that prefix,
wer,
indicating some sort of change or action.
That's a nice list. I can see how they connect.
Great! Now let's think of real-life situations where
verhindern,
is useful. For instance, at work you might say,
ich möchte Probleme verhindern.
meaning I want to prevent problems. Can you try repeating that?
Ich möchte Probleme verhindern.
Exactly. Another situation could be at the doctor's office where you might say,
Ich möchte Krankheiten verhindern.
meaning I want to prevent diseases.
Ich möchte Krankheiten verhindern.
Perfect. And while traveling, you could say,
Ich möchte Unfälle verhindern.
which means I want to prevent accidents.
Ich möchte Unfälle verhindern.
You're doing great. Now, let's talk about the gender for noun forms. Since
Verhindern,
is a verb, it doesn't have a gender. But if we look at the noun form,
Verhinderung,
it's feminine, so we say,
die Verhinderung,
a helpful hint is that it ends with,
ung,
which often indicates a feminine noun.
I'll remember that.
Awesome. Now, let's cover some usage notes.
verhindern,
Is generally neutral and can be used in both formal and informal contexts. Some typical collocations include
verhindern von, verhindern, das,
and.
verhindern müssen,
Just be cautious with similar sounding words like,
verleihen,
which means to lend, and,
verhindern,
which means to prevent.
Good to know.
Now, let's use some example sentences. For instance,
wir haben den Termin verhindert.
means we have prevented the appointment. Or,
Sie verhindert den Zugang.
means she prevents access.
That makes sense.
And another one,
Ich verhinderte den Unfall.
means I prevented the accident. And don't forget, you can use it in questions like,
Wie kann ich das verhindern?
meaning how can I prevent that?
I love those examples.
Great! Now let's do a quick recall check. First question, what does
Verhindern,
mean?
It means to prevent.
Correct. Second question, what is the present tense form for I prevent?
Ich verhindere.
Right. Third question, what is the past tense form in?
Präteritum,
Ich verhinderte.
Exactly. Fourth question, what is the noun form of
verhindern,
It's
Verhinderung.
Good job. And finally, what is a common collocation with?
verhindern,
maybe.
Verhindern von.
Close. It's actually.
verhindern, das.
But you're doing really well. To summarize, today we learned about the word,
Verhindern.
which means to prevent. We covered its conjugations, usage, and related words. Remember, it's a very useful verb in everyday situations.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed learning about
Verhindern.
today.
You're welcome, Sam. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.